What are you
No,
saying?
I'm not.
Depressing something? You're
It's
depressed because
just
opening day is tomorrow.
sad. I'm not. I'm excited opening
Okay.
days tomorrow. And welcome back, guys. This is another podcast episode. I know. You just see this podcast on YouTube. Oh, random guys, terrible background, skip. I'm not gonna watch this garbage, skip. But like we have a lot to offer, and if you do go through our main channel, you'll see. Oh, that video has 170,000 views. I'm like, really? These clowns, really? But yeah, I mean, we just aren't consistent. YouTube algorithm hates us. So to the few viewers, the 3 or 4 of you that are watching, welcome or listening. Do we still post on
Oh yeah,
Spotify
yeah.
podcasts?
Every week. You see, you gotta.
Okay.
This is
What are
one
the
of
numbers
problems,
there?
man.
Like, what
Oh,
are the
great!
numbers there?
Absolutely popping. The growth over on Apple Podcast, Spotify, the people listening over there have been amazing to us. So honestly,
Really?
shout out you guys. So
Really? Give me
whenever
numbers.
I post it, so there's a graph that comes up. It's like, it's just going up exponentially higher every time I post. It goes from like 1 view to 2 views to 3 views. Like the numbers over there are coming up. It's all about the
Hey,
trend
man.
of the graph.
Hey man, as long as the graph's going up, that's all we want to see. But I don't even
Yeah.
know what do we even talk about? I mean, some big news. Berti was the big
Berti.
news. I mean, what was the last thing we even covered here? Like, I don't even. You probably have
See,
a better
maybe-
memory than me, right?
So the views we say don't correlate exactly to our content because our content's great. Well, huh? What did we? You don't know what we talked about last time? Well, here.
Well, whether it was posted or not, Ken, is a big confusion piece of mine. So I mean, that does fall on your
it's
shoulders.
like public knowledge if it's been posted or not, and it clearly shows how much you have invested in if these are getting posted or not.
Wow, that stings. But yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit about the Yankees today. Obviously it is a special eve. It is opening day eve. And I am like a little kid on opening night eve.
Night
Santa
Eve.
Claus, aka Mr. Judge, is coming to town. Juan Soto, Saint Nick, he's also coming. I don't know where I'm going with this analogy, but anyway, I'm super pumped.
Okay.
Obviously there are other times where, like NFL opening day, exciting. NBA, exciting. March Madness, I'm pumped for. But like baseball is really my thing. Like at the end of the day, like I live for these games, and I'm so excited than I've been in the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 years to see this team, because now we have an actual dual threat to Aaron Judge, and I don't have to explain to you guys why Juan Soto is important. I mean, I know your baseball knowledge is better than that, but man, I'm so excited for tomorrow. And we're going up against the Houston Astros. I mean, what a sicko move that is by the MLB scheduling department there. What are your thoughts on the Astros' first game? First series?
It's hype. It's what we want. Last time we were in Houston, by the way, I know you don't remember this. 3-game sweep. Jason Dominguez makes his debut. Only good vibes only over there in H-Town.
Why would I not remember that?
Do you remember that?
You think I don't remember that?
A sweep?
Yes.
A sweep in Houston? All right, yeah. So that was the last time the Yankees were in Houston. So, good vibes only. It's Framber against Nestor, 2 lefties going at it. I think the Yankees will be up for this game or this series. I have high hopes, which is usually not the sentiment going into an Astros series.
Yes, but you also, as the podcast optimist, you tend to have that kind of viewpoint. But one thing I'm nervous about, and this is kind of a picture of the whole off season here, and what we're dealing with, is this rotation. It's still scary. Like I'm not 100% sold on Nestor Cortez, on Carlos Rodon, Clark Schmidt, on this is a very, very scary rotation, and this Houston lineup is and this Houston lineup has like seriously hurt us, obviously, over the last 5 years. So like if we go into Houston and we hold them to like 3-4 runs a game, like that would that's my ask really for this series, just holding them to like under 8 runs a game. And Carlos Rodon, I think I'm the most excited for, because if he comes out first start and just silences all the, because if he goes out there and obviously throws up a stinker, 5 runs, 2 innings, something like that. It's just gonna reignite stuff, and then there's gonna be bad juju going back into the stadium, and we really need the good juju because New York fans are relentless, and I just can't have that. So I really my one ask for this series is Carlos Rodon, act like a pitcher who makes the money you make. Like, you have to be the ace this year. Garrett Cole, we know what the deal is with Garrett Cole, right? So we need Carlos Rodon more than anything to show up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm nervous. I'm really nervous about that game too, to be honest.
Yeah, Altuve, Bregman, they got them righties over there. Honestly, though, no Verlander. Their starting rotation also is a little iffier than usual. They got Josh Hader back of the bullpen. You're probably going to be a big Soto Hader at bat somewhere in the series.
Yeah.
Other than
What are
that,
your thoughts on Big G?
Big G's fine. He's in a good spot. Great spot. Health wise, mentally, he looks ready to go. Coming off a big week in spring training. Fooling around. You see that clip of him taking BP with the mask on, the wrestling mask in Mexico?
Yeah, what's going on there? Why did he
He's
go
in a
down
good
to
spot.
Mexico?
He's in a mentally great spot. 'Cause he wants just to have fun with the boys, with the youngins, show them the way, get all the experiences in. G's a fun guy, and we're finally finding out.
You know, I had a theory about why he went to Mexico because none of the major stars went there. I think Giancarlo.
Big butts?
I mean, I'm kind of going there.
It's a thought.
I think he went down to
Thought you might be
Mexico
going there.
with all the cute Latina chicks. I think Giancarlo is into that. He's a single guy,
But here's the
big
thing.
time star. You think when they see him with the mask on taking BP, he's the biggest star in the field. Like, if Aaron Judge had come, if Soto had come, he's playing second fiddle. No, Giancarlo says, okay, all you Mexicana bad females. He's like, that's what he wants. So I think that's why Giancarlo went to Mexico, because I can't think of any other reason. Like, why would he go out of his way that far? As we know, Giancarlo, Giancarlo gets down, like, from some Twitter posts we've seen in the past. Like,
Giancarlo gets down.
we know Giancarlo, he likes to party, let's say.
Here's the thing, though. Right. I'm gonna play devil's advocate here and say, with Giancarlo's stature,
Okay.
with his looks, with his physique, with his financial prowess, you don't think he has the ability to, party with Mexicana, Latina chiquitas over in the U.S. side of the border instead of going all the way to Mexico?
Yes, but he wants the authenticity of it. He wants the real deal, right? And also, he also wanted to test out, like, Giancarlo's been so buff, he's been so heavy, up in the, the 250s, 260s. He wanted to see if they still would accept him all slimmed down and such, right? Because the baseball community has accepted him. Said, wow, Giancarlo, you're so slim, and wow, you're so much more athletic. But, the other side of it, he needs to see if he's still attractive. Like, his muscles now used to be two of my heads, now they're only 1.5. So how can he really be sure unless going to the real thing and trying it out? But, good on him. What did you even watch that Mexican series, by the way?
I watched like the first 2 innings of each game. First 3.
Yeah.
And then I had it on in the background and didn't really watch it.
Yeah, it kind of, it came in between me and my March Madness bets. And so I wasn't really about that. And I kind of got sick of spring training about a month ago. So, like, I would catch it if I literally had nothing else going on, but man, March Madness has been exciting so far.
Yeah.
You got you won any money? Any bets?
I have not won any money, but it's interesting. My March Madness bracket, actually, I'm still at like 90% correct. I was at 100% through day 1. No, I'll show you after this. But I had Kentucky winning, so my shit was busted like day 2. But I still kept like a high percentage. Well, who'd you have? Purdue.
No, who beat Kentucky?
I don't remember.
It was Oakland. Oakland who beat Kentucky.
You did not have Oakland winning, though.
Yeah, I did.
The entire thing.
No, of course not. I just had them winning that game.
Okay. Yeah. People pick upsets. Bro, you should see my bracket. Who do you have winning the whole thing?
Well, I had Auburn, but that's kind of
classic.
yeah.
Classic.
Auburn was a fun team. I watched them I watched actually 3 games of SEC basketball because like my life, I don't do anything anymore. So I actually like just went home and watched SEC basketball, and they're just like a fun team to watch. But yeah, my bracket got blown up. But you know what? I'm $200 up so far, and I'm not a big bettor, guys. Like I'm not like unhealthy habits. I bet like $5 and $10, but on that Oakland game, I won $96, which is the most all time on a single bet for me. And so that was fantastic. And then I just keep winning. Okay.
Keep going after you finish.
I was just gonna say I keep
winning.
winning, so now I'm up to about $200 of winning so far, and that's real money. That's real money, folks. You know that's not chump change. So I had to deposit that, and that felt really good in my bank account. I'm not gonna lie, that felt great.
And that real money that has been deposited into your bank account already, but I'm sure as an avid bettor, you've left some pocket change in the FanDuel account. I was wondering if you had any specific leans for tomorrow's opening day Major League Baseball bets.
Good transition.
Anything you're looking
at?
I
mean,
maybe,
if I could take the Nestor under on strikeouts, I 100% would.
Say the line's at 4.5. You taking the under?
I mean, Nestor's such a variable, right? Like
he's only throwing like 80
obviously
tomorrow.
Tucker, Alvarez in that lineup. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm taking the under on that. Runs, I think the Yankees are going to score some runs, so I'm going to take the over. I think tomorrow's a big over day because I think Nestor's going to be out of there soon. You get a lot of relief pitchers, their first real high leverage innings because spring training reliever innings are kind of BS, right? So you don't really see what you're getting with these guys until they get in there. My thoughts are to Jonathan Loáisiga. I don't even know what he's gonna look like against the real major league lineup. This is, and the Yankees got a lot of new guys down there. So, Ferguson's new. Like, I don't know. I'm definitely taking the over. I think this is gonna be a high scoring game. I think Judge and Soto. If there was a line for Judge and Soto combining for RBI, or what do you think would be more logical, like runs or RBI for them too, or like on like hits,
or like total bases.
Let's say combined hits. Okay, no. Let's not do that. Let's do combined hits or combined hits.
I'd set the line at like 2.5.
I was gonna say like 3.5. Okay, so
3.5. I mean, fair. You think they both get 2 hits? That's a tough line. That's like a very optimistic line.
Soto has what? Reverse? He doesn't have reverse splits. He has good splits all around, right? But like, I don't think he's hitting Framber great. But I don't know.
In Judge's cold.
I don't know.
Spring training numbers. Don't look.
Judge is not cold. I don't believe in spring training numbers. I don't buy that. I think Judge is fine.
Pain, no homers.
No, but he had. If you watch the last couple games, which I did because again I have no life, which I did because I have no life. You would see that Judge's swings have been very good, and he's locked in. Like you can tell when he's swinging at those sliders. Like Judge is locked in, and
okay.
I mean honestly, I don't know if that's locked in, as it might just be like Judge is just so good. Like if we're comparing the two hitters, Judge and Soto, who do you think's the better hitter?
I think so.
Realistically. Really? I kind of take Judge.
That's the greatness
I don't know.
of this. You get 2 different answers.
That is the greatness. Because, Judge has more power, but Judge has also had a batting average higher than Soto. So, like, you can't really make the Soto contact argument as much because Judge has had a higher batting average in a couple of these years. So, like, I don't know. The slug, I think Judge kind of has him on the slug. But yeah, this is so special. So special. I don't know if Yankee fans really realize it yet, how special it is to have these 2 guys. These are 2 potential Hall of Fame players batting 2 and 3 in this lineup.
Hall of Fame.
For both?
Guess who has... Yeah, lock it in. Oh, easy.
I don't know.
Easily. Guess who has the higher career batting average?
Well, I know Judge hit 250 a couple times. I'm assuming now
Soto.
because I said it's Judge, it's obviously Soto because
And
you
guess
told
the
me
numbers.
you're trying
Guess the
to
numbers.
prove. Soto 279,
Okay.
Judge 272.
You're close. You're only off by 5 points with Soto. Soto's at 284, and Judge is at 282.
284? Oh my god. Because I
2 point
know they've
difference.
both hit 300 like once or twice. But I
Soto
think
also hit
Judge's worst
350
year
only.
average wise. Yeah, in the COVID year?
Yeah, 2020.
Yeah,
Or
that doesn't
2019?
count. Come on, that doesn't count.
No.
No, couldn't have been. Don't say no. Dude, 350 has got to be COVID here. There's no chance.
No, it was a shortened
There's
year
no
because
chance.
he was hurt or something.
Yeah, but how
What?
many at bats? I mean, 350. How many at bats? Like 100 at bats? Like
No,
Come
no. You're don't be doing that to Soto. 251 in 2020, COVID shortened season, 154 at bats, 47 games. Led the league.
That's not bad. Yeah, I mean, this is special. This is really
This
special.
is
I don't
definitely
think
special.
I think we're about to appreciate it a hell of a lot more. Like when this is why I'm so pumped. Like we've never in our lifetime seen this type of 1-2. I mean you got Teixeira's, A-Rod's, Jeters we've seen play, but like, those are not like A-Rod by the time I was fully watching the Yankees was like
Still
I don't want to say
pretty
washed, but pretty good, but nothing like Juan Soto or Judge, right? And
Absolutely.
Jeter was like
good.
slap hitter. Like when I was watching, Jeter was like slap base hit, really fun to watch, but not like
I think the best
massive
hitter
threat.
we've seen in our
Right?
lifetime fully watching is definitely Cano, A-Rod, 1-2. I mean, Cano's
Cano,
prime,
A-Rod.
we saw
Cano.
it fully. Cano's prime was unbelievable, and we've seen that fully.
I was at the stadium for one of his big grand slams. I think he has like 4 career grand slams. And I was there for one of them.
And don't
I think it was the
disrespect
Angels in the
Gardy
stadium.
either. Gardy prime, like super.
Okay.
underrated.
You
I
stop
mean,
right
no,
there.
no,
You were-
the
We're
hustle,
talking
the grit,
about
the grind.
Soto, Judge. Don't do
Okay,
do Gardner. Don't do Gardner, Milky
Brett.
Cabrera era. Like, come on.
Well,
I love Uncle Brett just like the next guy, but let's
Like,
stop
Uncle
right there.
Brett, Jacoby Ellsbury, 1-2 punch at the top of the order. Don't forget
Okay, buddy. Okay.
that.
Yeah,
They were
Bobby
competing for one.
Abreu, Milky Cabrera era. Like, let's relax.
Oh,
here,
the Gardy
okay?
is a little more recent. Okay, I'll let it go. Judge Soto, A-Rod
Okay.
Cano. We've seen some special shit things. It's close.
Yeah, but A-Rod was in prime. Cano was
All
prime.
right,
A-Rod
Tex was prime. Tex Cano.
Tex Cano. I don't know. I
Tex
think
was
Judge
hitting
Soto is
like
much better.
290 in his prime. All right, that's fair argument. I mean, you can't argue against Judge and Soto. Just throwing comparisons out there.
Yeah. So what else are you? I mean, any you want to talk
You know
about
what?
Jon Berti a little bit? What this brings, or do you
Yeah,
want? Where do
yeah,
you want to go?
yeah. So this is a guy who's just a better version of DJ LeMahieu. You got a third baseman, shortstop.
Ouch.
You got a guy who was league average in OPS plus last year. You got a guy who's 750 OPS last year, 290. Last 4 years, better OPS plus than DJ. Stays healthier than DJ. I'm thinking about a guy. I mean, when they're both healthy, I understand DJ will be in the starting lineup. Berti will be on the bench. But with that said, I love Berti as a bench piece. He's like a borderline bench / starting caliber player. So I'm really glad about this trade. I'm really
Does
happy
that
about this
exist?
trade. Gave up Ben Rortvedt going to the Rays, and then John Cruz going to a 19-year-old or something going back to the Marlins. So this trade overall, A+ trade. This is a guy that's probably going to start at third base opening day, probably batting ninth, and we roll. Like this is a.
You
great
think he's
depth
starting
piece.
opening day? Wait, hang on. Why do you think
Yeah.
he's starting opening day?
Because I think he's just a better ball player than Oswaldo Cabrera is right now.
Right, but is that how the Yankees operate?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Come on, Oswaldo.
No
I don't
chance.
think they
If
like
you know-
Oswaldo.
If you know anything about Yankees baseball, you'll know that they're going to start Oswaldo at third, opening day at least. They're going to do the thing.
Especially-
He's
all
been
right.
here all spring. He's
Another argument.
he's earned it, even though he's obviously just there because of an injury.
First of all-
I think they're 100% starting Oswaldo. If they don't,
Oswaldo.
great. I'm happy. New era of the Yankees. But this feels so Yankees to me that they would start
Blah-de-da-de-da.
Oswaldo.
Oswaldo, who's now transitioning into a lefty-only hitter instead of being a switch hitter, facing Framber Valdez. Now, this is not a great lefty-lefty matchup for Oswaldo. You got Jon Berti, you got speed, number 9 hitter. He's got the right-handed bat, contact bat. Oswaldo's more of just a terrible bat at this point. Defense,
Yeah.
you take, flip a coin. But I don't think been here, done that. He hasn't done shit.
But do you
Oswaldo
think the
hasn't done
fact
shit.
that Birdie, because the Yankees care about this kind of stuff, you think the fact that Birdie hasn't been with the team, he might not even be there tomorrow on opening day, right? Like he has to get an apartment. You think he's going to be there?
Houston. He's flying to Houston and he's going to play in the game.
I know,
Well,
but
you get an
like,
apartment in Houston.
I just think the Yankees are so of the like. We've seen Oswaldo in spring training. He's with the team. He's earned a spot. We're gonna start him. You really don't think that's like they're gonna do that?
Because
you could also
Oswaldo like that.
I mean, I don't agree. I think Birdie should start either way, but isn't it a little too last minute? Like, don't you think Boone's drawn up the opening day lineup already? Like,
in pencil,
we're counting down the. I know, but we're counting down the clock here. I mean, it's tomorrow. The game will be in the 8th inning by tomorrow. Like, I mean, I don't know.
I think it might be over by now, but yeah, no, I think he'll be in there. I even saw people floating around the idea of leading him off, but Brian Hope let the inside tell that
Let's stop.
Glaber was going to lead off tomorrow, which
100%.
That's another conversation. But I'm not a huge fan of Glaber leading off.
That's not inside. Boone said Glaber's leading off, most likely. He already said that.
Right. That's the inside.
It's not inside. He said Glaber's going to lead off, most likely. It's what I'm thinking. You want to do a prediction right now?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's pretty obvious, no? Except for the Birdie thing.
Well, no. I think the whole line. I mean, you don't know. So, I mean, are they
going to work through this together?
Okay, batting first, playing second base, Glaber Torres. Right? We both agree.
Great player. Walk year. Have a big year, kid.
Okay, well, you don't have to do a whole thing for him, but we know Glaber's going to be good. Thank you for that, though.
Handsome guy.
And it's a contract year. Oh, great looking guy. Loves pistachios.
Great splash of cuteness.
Yep.
Go on.
Batting second, Juan Soto, right field. Oh, yep. Will he play left in Houston?
Stop. Move it on.
No, I'm serious. No, because Houston is because
talk about Yankees been there, done that.
Why not?
He didn't play an inning of left field in spring training. You think they're just going to throw him out?
Right, but Houston is the only place where you would play left field, or Boston, right?
Yeah, but they're not going to do that. They're just not.
But Houston right field is huge. That's a perfect Judge place.
It's just normal right field.
It is big.
Judge is in center, and there's no questions asked. That's not a perfect Judge place.
So
Judge is in center. Verdugo's in left. Soto's in right. We can move on. There's no question.
Okay.
But they're not going to switch this up.
Soto playing outfield.
Funny business.
Judge batting third. Judge batting third,
field.
either in center or right. Okay.
You
and then
they're going to put Grisham
fourth.
in their first game. Hold on. Judge is in center. We can agree on that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, center. Judge is in center.
Okay,
it's either Doogie or okay. Whatever. And then I don't know. Maybe Stanton 4 because the lefty.
I think so. I think they go Stanton 4. They toyed around with that.
And not because I know this from stat, but I think he has good numbers off Valdez, right? Does he not?
Is that a preview?
I feel like he does. Because this could be homer pick. I know we don't do that, more of a John Boy Media thing to our 0 listeners, but I mean, I think I honestly homer pick Stanton. Hasn't he homered in like 3 out of the last like 5 opening days or something like that?
Giancarlo Stanton is 4 for 8 with a homer and 3 RBIs and 8 plate appearances against.
Yep. Okay, so Giancarlo Stanton batting 4.
Oh, okay. Yep. And then you got the Riz Dog.
Rizzo 5. And then you got whoa. Sneaky Volpe? Break up the lefty? Mr. Ken?
You froze up, buddy. Oh, there you're back.
Ken. Oh no, you froze up, buddy. Okay. Sneaky Volpe maybe after Riz.
No. Mm-mm.
No. So double
Wrong
lefty
answer.
there. Who?
Double lefty. Who are you thinking?
Well, Rizzo Verdugo.
Rizzo Verdugo. That's the correct answer.
So that is double lefty. Okay,
That
and then
is indeed
Volpe
double
Trevino.
lefty.
So you really think they're gonna go double lefty,
No,
double
Trevino.
righty? That no.
Trevino, Volpe, Berti. I don't think they can put Trevino above Verdugo.
Double lefty, 3 righty. Yeah, right, dude. They have so much versatility, and they're not gonna break up the lefties on a day versus a
But we're
tough
talking-
lefty. Yeah,
We're
right.
talking about Verdugo versus Trevino. I think they cannot put Trevino above.
No,
Alright, then maybe
Volpe.
If-
Volpe. Yes, that's what I said in the beginning.
I don't think they
Rizzo,
have. I don't
Volpe,
think they have the guts to do
Rizzo, Volpe. Yeah, they do. Rizzo, Volpe,
Volpe
Verdugo,
protecting Rizzo
Trevino,
is not
Berti. I mean, Oswaldo.
that. You know it's Verti. And second of all, Volpe protecting Rizzo. Then maybe
Dude,
they
it's
do
not
go
protection
4
when
Rizzo,
you're batting
5
7th.
Stanton. Hold on. If we do four Rizzo, 5 Stanton, 6 Verdugo, that would make a lot of sense.
7 Volpe.
Yeah, 7 Volpe, Trevino, Berti.
Do they call Volpe? What are his nicknames? Because he already has an E at the end of his name. So what do they call him?
Anthony.
Volpe Volpe
Volpes. It's Volpes.
Because they can't. Volpes is a terrible nickname. Why would you want that to be your nickname?
Come on, Volpes. Here we go, Volpes.
No, see, I don't like that. AT. I think they call him like AT. Oh, I mean AV.
Oh, AV. They do call him AV. But I don't know if that's a Yankees social media. Okay, cut it out. What else? That's it. And then you got Nestor going like 4 or 5 innings tomorrow. And you got like...
Ugh.
I mean,
very
okay,
scary.
Actually, this is a great transition to one of my topics or one of my... I had a rant.
We love a good transition. Okay.
No. So here, I have a problem with Major League Baseball. Why?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Or teams in Major League Baseball, like all the teams. So you
Okay.
guys they know the schedule leading up to spring training. They know how many games are in spring training. They know the exact schedule starting opening day, first game on, right? They know how many days they have. Why can't they start their ramping up in spring training so they're ready to go 100 pitches on opening day? Why are they still ramping up after the opening day, after the season opens? Why can't you line it up so opening day you're fully built out and fully ready to go?
Well, I don't
Why
know
is
if they
the plan-
want. I don't know if they want players going 100% throughout 162 games, right? Because if Nestor's going 100 plus pitches, he's going to get injured in August, right? So
Everyone's
maybe it's
getting
kind of like a
injured
thing like
regardless.
they. No, not necessarily. Hopefully not. But like maybe it's a thing where like you take the first month and a half easy, so you're not putting pressure on your arm. I see your point. Like they should just be ramping up.
Okay.
But maybe it's like you don't want them throwing 100 plus pitches every single start the entire season, right? Because that could be problematic. I mean, we're talking
but it's all
about if you go back
performance-based,
50
too.
years.
I'm saying just be ready. Like if he's ass and he's at 67 pitches, take him out. But I want the option for him if he's pitching great that he's not getting taken out in the 4th inning because of pitch count.
Right. I mean that's great. That's great in theory, but I think the point I made is pretty valid. I think they don't want 100% in April. I know it's like they would never admit to this, but I think they don't want 100% in April. I really don't. I think they want, or for their pitchers, I think they want their pitchers to throw 4 or 5 innings in April because they need them in September. They need them in August, right? I think that's kind of the point, right?
Sure,
do you see where I'm going with that?
I see where you're going, but then at the same time, the number of pitchers you have in your bullpen don't change. So those guys are getting someone's got to throw the innings. Someone's getting more tired. Don't you want it to be on the guys that are paid to be throwing more than 4 innings, 5 innings? Like the relievers getting used in April.
Right,
That
but
could
especially
cost you
people
in
like
September.
Nestor. Right, but you forget that the Yankees, and I guess not just the Yankees, but their rotation is full of guys who are injury prone. Right? I mean, I would argue that every single starting pitcher in the MLB is somewhat injury prone. Like there's
Right. And
there are no more like workhorses in the MLB. Garrett Cole was the last one, and he just got injured. Like Garrett Cole was the last like horse
Oh.
out there, and he's
Corbin's
injured.
a
I mean,
horse.
you could
Corbin.
argue there's some Corbin Burns
Spencer's
kind
a
of
horse.
horsey.
You got a couple horses.
But you know what I mean? Like no pitcher in the MLB with throwing what they're throwing and putting this much torque on their body and their arm is going to be like is going to be throwing as many innings as they were, 20, 30 years ago. So I think that's kind of like an unfair argument. And I kind of get that that's why they're not really pitching as much in April. Like it kind of makes sense.
I don't know. I just
You got all that argument?
yeah, I just disagree. But like, there's no more. We're gonna be going in circles.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. All right. What about the bullpen? We haven't really talked much about the bullpen in a bit.
I feel like we might be getting to a point where we're just like too confident that something good will happen in the bullpen. Like something will get figured out. But like the names in there right now aren't as good as it's been in the past.
Yeah, but I mean, we have trust in Matt Blake, right? Like that's what we put our faith in, is that this guy will figure out. This guy will figure it out, and that's it. I mean, it hasn't failed yet, so why would we? Why would we not put faith in Matt Blake? Because it's worked every time. I mean, there's been tons of guys who were like, who the hell is this? And then they're amazing. So until it completely fails, it's sound. And I love that argument for Matt Blake.
That's kind of how I feel about the starting rotation. Since Matt Blake, our rotation's been top 3 of American League pitching rotations every year in and year out. And I know there's a lot of questions about starting pitching, but I've been saying this over the offseason. I think it's better than people think.
Yeah.
There's always question marks, obviously, but like our problem's been hitting in the past few years.
All right. You got any final takes? Anything exciting going into that? What do you think about Rortvet going away?
Raise.
I don't know. Yeah. So I mean, I'm just predicting now. If I'm a betting man, I think over 0.5 homers against Garrett Cole, Ben Rortvet in the Rays series in July.
Oh yeah. Easily.
I mean, it's locked. Like if you have any money at all, if you have $5, put $5 on one home run by Ben Rortvet against the Yankees, especially against Garrett Cole. I mean,
Garrett Cole.
I mean, it's so predictable at this point. I really thought Ben Rortvet, and there was a first series after we got him where I was like, I think it was in Cincinnati, and he got a double, and I was like, wow, like this guy's gonna be great, like lefty hitting, power catcher. And he never, I feel like he never got the at-bats, consistent at-bats to be good. I always felt like it was in there with him, but he never got consistent at-bats. And now I really believe in Austin Wells. I drafted him in fantasy. Like, I believe in Austin Wells. So sad to see him go, but hey, that's a wrap on that Minnesota trade. I think that's safely the worst trade in the Brian Cashman era we have ever seen.
For both sides.
Who?
What is it? I mean, the Twins got jack shit. Like,
we're talking about but the Twins offloaded $50 million. No. It was bad trade for the Twins, dumpster fire for the Yankees, because the Twins offloaded $50 million in payroll to us. Think about that. Okay, this is a bad trade for the Twins, dumpster fire trade for the Yankees, and I don't want to hear a positive spin on that. Worst trade in the Brian Cashman era of all time. Okay. I like Brian Cashman. I think he makes a lot of great trades. This is not one of them. Okay, name another bad trade by Brian Cashman.
There's been a lot, but I can't think of any on the top of my head.
Name one. Okay, recent. You can't think of one. Too bad.
Recently speaking, yes, it's one of the worst. Not great. Hindered us from getting a lot of players. Tough.
Yeah, one friend asked me worst trade in Yankees history. I don't know enough. I don't know enough about the history of trades in the 1950s through the 1990s. I don't know what trades they made.
Well, no, that's not Brian
in the era I've been following. Right, but since the 1990s, in the era I've been following baseball, this is the worst trade I've seen Brian Cashman make. I think that's a completely fair statement to make. That's not saying he doesn't make a lot of good moves. This is just an awful move, right? Agree with me.
At the time,
I'll
agree with you.
This is not an awful move.
No, this was a dumpster fire of a trade, as I said previously. But I'm going to say that at the time, I didn't hate it. I kind of dig the trade at the time.
Yeah, because you had no idea that Josh Donaldson was washed up and 1 year away from retiring. So, I mean,
What about
yeah.
See, guys, don't forget that I love Brian Cashman, and I think he's doing a decent job. Could be better, obviously, but there's a lot worse out there. What about Joey Gallo trade?
I mean, we got Clayton Beater,
Well, no. I'm talking about getting him
right?
for Ezekiel Duran.
Who did we give up again?
I mean, Ezekiel Duran, he's a pretty fucking good hitter for the Rangers. But again, at the same time, the Joey Gallo trade at the time,
let's think about
we
it this
all
way.
loved it. Like this was
Yeah,
gonna
I mean,
be a match made in heaven.
I don't put that one on Brian Cashman as much because like, how can you know that a guy can't mentally stand New York? Like you can't know that. So I don't really put that on Brian Cashman. I mean, maybe the scouting people should have known, but I don't know. I mean,
They
there was
asked
the quote
Rougned
that
Odor if he can handle New York.
Rougned Odor, yeah. Yeah, I mean, hey,
Like, that's
if
gonna be-
you guys are asking Rougned Odor, that's on you
Like,
because
what
you
is
guys
he
got to
gonna
ask
say? That's
like
his boy.
scouts.
Yeah, you can't ask a former teammate. Like he's not gonna say, "Oh no, he's ass." What kind of logic does that make sense? Frankie Montas, that's also my guy.
I don't blame him for that. Frankie Montas was injured.
Yeah, trading for an injured player, debatable. Harrison Bader for Monty. Wait a minute, we're putting out your heartstrings now. That's
Yeah,
a
we
tough
could
trade.
have
That's a
had,
tough trade.
And I said it at the time.
That
And I
one's
went
a tough
back on it when I saw Harrison Bader hit a homer.
Yeah, you liked it. But yeah, Monty's a Diamondback for 1 year, $25 million.
Big.
That's tough.
I mean, Yankees
Tough
didn't want to
money.
pay $50 million for that. $50
No,
million
they
for
didn't,
a
but-
fourth starter in their rotation. Yeah, right.
Oh no, it wasn't going to be the Yankees, but just 1 year, no one else could pay more for Monty. It's tough.
I mean, he's a third starter. How much do you want? Like, it's
Maybe
crazy.
I don't know, 5 years, $80 million. Like some guys are getting paid out there, and Monty's better than a lot of them. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, who would you rather have, Monty or
$25
Stroman?
million ain't bad. Well, I love Monty, and I've never seen Stroman pitch in my uniform, so I can't really say. They're both very good. They both should be third starters in a rotation.
Who would you rather have, Monty or Rodon?
I mean, what I know about Rodon, obviously Monty, but I think Rodon has the potential to be like a number one type guy.
Mhm.
I don't think Jordan Montgomery has that. I think Jordan Montgomery at ceiling is a 2, right?
Yeah. I don't think he
So-
wanted to be a Yankee again. Forget the
I don't
money.
blame him. I don't blame him.
Yeah. Yeah, anything else? Oh, tomorrow. It's at 4 p.m., buddy. Are you going to be at work?
It's at 4
'Cause I
p.m.?
am. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be at work. I mean, I'm not going to have it on.
Well, we're gonna have it on, but like, what's the course of action? So here's the thing: are we doing player of the games? Are we doing tell the fans what they can expect from us?
I think lunchtime player of the games. I mean, you can text me your player of the game pick. We'll start that up again. Player of the game picks. Maybe we'll post it on Insta. Go follow us on Insta. By the way, Bleacher Boys Media. All your Yankees posts, updates, everything you want to hear. We're getting close to 5K on Instagram. So unless we already hit it, did we already hit it?
No,
I know we were at like.
We're like toying around right around at 99.9 or something.
I know. Maybe we hit it. Guys, live on-stream reaction to Bleacher Boys Media getting to 5K.
This could go
Wow, 4 away. 4 away. Come on, guys.
It's
Go
just
follow
4 of
Bleacher
you
Boys
guys.
Media on Instagram.
There's
Just
like
4.
There's like
If-
10,000 people watching this right now. You can't 4 of you. Just go follow Instagram, bro. Not that hard.
All right.
God.
So that's all we got. We'll, please subscribe. You want to hear more? We're gonna be doing, at Bat of the Week. We're gonna be doing all kinds of content coming out soon. So stay tuned for that. Also follow the main channel, Bleacher Boys Media on Instagram. We have a lot more followers there. So we're trying to build this channel, Yankee channel. People on that channel were sick of us talking about the Yankees, so that's why we're here. Ken, you wanna wrap this thing up? You got anything else?
Luis Hill's a Game 5 starter. That's fun. Excited. We can talk about that.
I like it. All right. Thanks, guys,
All
for
right,
listening.
guys.
We should be back next week. And
We should be.
yeah, hit that like and subscribe
should
button.
be.
Hopefully, we'll be back soon.
Oh yeah. Definitely hit the shit out of it. Yep. Peace.